Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to take the side view mirrors off of this Ford F-150. But before we do, let's take a look at the tools we need to get the job done. Okay, as always, I like to get all the tools out that I'm going to need for the job. And this job doesn't take much. If you have a drill, use it. It will speed up the process, but it's not required. So what we have here is a 5/16. We're going to use that at the top of the door, behind the handle, and in the pull slot, I guess you call it. The 10 mil is for once you have the door mold off, you're going to use this to actually pull the nuts that are holding the mirror onto the door. And then the flathead is just to assist you in popping some of the door molds off. And then this guy just used to help brace the door once we've got it off and it's just sitting there kind of hanging under its own. I'll show you more about that. And then obviously, if you don't have a drill, you need a wrench and the corresponding sockets for that. So the 5/16, the 6 mil, and the 10 mil. We'll get it done. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is remove the little plastic cover that you see behind the door handle here, inside door handle. So there are a couple of tabs. One of them is up here, down there, and I believe the other one's over here. I'll get a picture of the back of it once we pull it out. And then other than that, we're going to come down here and we're going to get this guy out. That comes out pretty easy. So this would be the first things we pull, and then we'll start unscrewing the door cover. Okay, so to get this cover off, we're just gonna get our screwdriver in there, give it a little twist, get a little further in, and it should pop out. Okay, so here's the plastic bit behind the handle we're gonna pop. I've already gotten the ones in the back. They're kind of, you just gotta use both hands in there. And then we're gonna just, all you have to do is really come in here and just give this little twist. And it should, yeah, there it is. There, the tab's right behind there. So once you just put a little pressure on there, it just slides right out. So there it is. So get that out. And then you can see the screw that we need to pull. So there's two more at the bottom of the door. So I'm gonna show you those real quick and then we'll start pulling them out. Okay, and it's real quick. There's 2 screws at the bottom to get the mold off, door molding off. Here's the one, give you some perspective here where the door is. And it's right under there. And then there's a second one right down here. It's right there. And then we'll pull those out. There's 2, and just the 2 more at the bottom. All right, so now we can pop it off. Okay, now that we got all the screws off, we can pull the door molding off. So really you just have to grab onto it and pull up. I've already loosened it up. So just pull it up and raise it up over the lock pin. So you'll see it's just about there. You're gonna have a wire need to disconnect. It's pretty easy to pop open, we'll show it to you. It's right in this neighborhood connecting the mirror. So you'll need something to kind of hold it for you. I would recommend, if you don't have somebody around to help you, so you can use a string, a bungee cord. I'll show you how I do it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, now we've popped our mold. What you want to do when you pop it off, go ahead and put the bottom tabs back in. So that'll hold it up. And then I use this thing here. You can use whatever you want, jimmy something up. I just put this on here. I go to the metal part and this plastic part. And just to help the mold from, moving too much, catching, potentially breaking those tabs at the bottom. And then we're gonna come over here and release the wire harness. So there's one of them there, and there's one right there. So they're both in the same series. Whichever one's easiest for you to get to, it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna clip it back into the other end. Okay, so when you go to release the harness, just push on this little tab here, and it'll come Okay, now they're all loose. Okay, go ahead and there it goes. And there's our harness. You hide your harness back in here in the door. Okay, so we just need to tighten down. Started the nuts here, so we're just gonna tighten those down, and we'll be ready to pop the door mold back on. Okay, and getting your door mold on, the hardest part is getting it over the lock pin. So really there's no really great way about going at it. Get it close, bend this in so that you can kind of get a little light and see and line it up. And then you should be able to just kind of click it over. Once you get it there, you're in good shape. That's probably the hardest part of replacing the mirrors. So now that we've got that back in, we just need to replace the screws we took out here, and the two at the bottom, and we're done.
Go.
There you go. All right, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.